I am Ismail. Since 2004, I live in UAE. I lived in almost all Emirates. I lived in Abu Dhabi. I lived in Dubai. Finally, I am into Ras Al Khaimah. And then me, my wife, and my two children. We all now live in Ras Al Khaimah. We enjoy this place. And then, as a professional, I am from software engineer. And then almost 23 years I worked as a software engineer, and then I've been to Ras Al Khaimah 4 years before, and it changed my life, and then now I'm running a couple of enterprises. We are into laundry space, we are into holiday home space. Why I am in Ras Al Khaimah? It's an amazing story, actually very interesting. During COVID, me, my wife were living in Dubai in single bedroom, and then every day in the COVID we have meetings. My daughter has to attend her online classes, my son has to attend her classes, and then my wife, she has her own passion, and then in a small place it was very congested, so we moved to Ras Al Khaimah for a bigger space. And then that time we never thought that Ras Al Khaimah will change our life like a big thing. So I have left my job after coming to Ras Al Khaimah, and then I got interested in the real estate, and then we bought some property here, and then we collaborated with friends, and then I started the short-term rental, and then it was doing so great, so I had to leave my job, and then I took this as a full-time. Why Ras Al Khaimah for my business? Yeah, it's an interesting thing that Ras Al Khaimah is a very young emirate. And then its development started very fast, and then now lot of new talents, and then new businesses, and then Ras Al Khaimah is growing in all sector. In fact, infrastructure is getting big day by day, and then there are very interesting projects are coming to Ras Al Khaimah, and then the service sector, industrial sector. Ras Al Khaimah is already famous for its manufacturing sector. So here I see a big potential here, and then the Ras Al Khaimah population also, their standard of living has changed a lot. So recently, lot of people are buying very costly real estate, and then even Aldar, Dubai properties, and then Danube, big developers are making their presence here. It means that the people who are going to live here going to have a high standard of life. So even to my businesses for this holiday homes, Ras Al Khaimah is getting familiar day by day, and many people wants to come and explore this. Specifically, Ras Al Khaimah has a very diverse terrain. It has mountains, it has beaches, it has sand dunes, and then in the mountains, Jabal Jais is very famous, that a lot of people come for hiking, and then there are a lot of interesting activities are happening like zip line, slider. So day by day the Ras Al Khaimah is growing, and then I feel myself blessed to be at this moment in Ras Al Khaimah, and then I am also able to sense my business is growing. How my family enjoys Ras Al Khaimah? It's also a very interesting question. Actually, Ras Al Khaimah, as I said in my previous answer, that Ras Al Khaimah has a diverse terrain. It has mountains, beaches, and then a lot of activities to do. And then basically my wife is a nature lover, and then we have got a big house where she is doing her own farming, and then she enjoys that, and we stay almost near to beach, and then every now and then we go there, and then we make a walk, and then it gives a very nice feeling to be connected with nature. Otherwise, my children also got adapted to Ras Al Khaimah. They were in Dubai, of course. Dubai is cosmopolitan, and then a lot of activities keep going, and then very thing. But here, Ras Al Khaimah, it's more nature connected. Now my children are also adapted to this city, and then they are also helping her mother, and then they able to spend their time very quality connected with nature. and myself also. For me, it's like a blessed thing. It changed my career. I was working as an employee for somebody, but it given a good idea that too I am connected to tourism and service sector. This holiday homes is hosting people and then welcoming them and serving them. It gives a different kind of pleasure. I enjoy Ras Al Khaimah, my family too. So what is my business? It's vacation homes rental by government's category, business category it comes under. So our company name is Ever Ready Homes. What we basically do is day by day Ras Al Khaimah is getting familiar because of his projects and because of interesting things here. And then lot of people both locally in UAE as well as from different parts of the country, they want to come and see Ras Al Khaimah, and then they want to settle, or so a lot of things are getting familiar and then they want to explore Ras Al Khaimah. So I thought it's a good time for this business. Alhamdulillah, I am doing day by day, my business is growing. We are having a lot of interesting things happening in our portfolio. What is holiday homes? Holiday homes is an activity where we take properties from owners, investors. So a lot of people invest in Ras Al Khaimah, buying their villas, apartments. So we collaborate with the owners instead of letting it on long term. Since Ras Al Khaimah is getting famous or it is getting popular, so many people wants to stay in Ras Al Khaimah. Specifically, people from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Alain, other parts of Emirates, they want to have a special day or their celebrations without leaving the country. They want to have it inside the country somewhere. So Ras Al Khaimah is a right destination where there are beautiful villas and it's connected to nature, and then a lot of interesting projects are coming. So people wants to explore and then people wants to spend their time in Ras Al Khaimah. So what we do is we take properties from owners or investors where their property, we make a special agreement with them, and then we register those properties with the RAK Tourism and Development Authority, and then we take this property and then make them interiors with good design and then put it on Airbnb, booking.com. So people who are interested to explore Ras Al Khaimah, specifically holiday home is, apart from hotel, the holiday home is like a home away from home. So the guest who wants to cook their food by themselves, they want to have a home-like feeling instead of hotel feeling. So people prefer holiday homes. So we put these properties into Airbnb, booking.com. There are a lot of online travel agencies. These are called OTAs, like Airbnb, booking.com. So we host, we list our properties into multiple platforms and then ensure that this property exposed to as much as possible, and then people make booking, and through channel management we won't take double bookings, and then the property is booked for somebody, and then we welcome the guest, and then we'll make them stay comfortable, and then our 24/7 servicing customer relationship will be always with the guest and ensure they have a very perfect stay, and then leave the property, and then they have very nice experience. Actually, working with us is very lot of interesting things the owner can benefit from. The first thing is, couple of months before, we had a owner. He has taken a villa, and once in a while he used to stay with their family, and then it is beachfront villa. Such an expensive property, this gentleman was using once in a while in a year for their vacations. Rest all of the time it is vacant. Nobody is using it, and then it is not making any money. So we signed a contract with that owner, and then now this property is well maintained than he was keeping it empty, because we have a servicing department where they take care of each and everything. Any small issue, any leakages, any damage to the furniture, any small details level, we are professionals. We know many people, so we take the property to the utmost care. And then whenever the owner wants to stay, this is the beautiful thing, when the owner wants to stay in his property, we block the calendar for owner. So, and then he can stay in his property, and when he goes away, again the calendar opens for the other guests to book the property. So what kind of properties people are interested? It's again interesting. Ras Al Khaimah is a holiday destination. So we have a studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, even 5 bedroom and 6 bedroom villas also in our inventory. There are properties with a swimming pool. It has a private beach access, where from back side of their door they just get into the beach. So there are a lot of interesting properties and inventories we have it. The most common thing in Ras Al Khaimah is, unlike other places, Ras Al Khaimah throughout the year there are guests coming. So during summer also, people come to Ras Al Khaimah just to chill out with the beach properties, where they can get into the beach. And then during those times, vacations, people wants to take a break from their work when their children's school are on holidays, and then they come, and then people spend 1 week or 10 days in the property, just exposing themselves to the nature, and then cutting down their regular hectic life, and then they get into this thing. And then other properties like even studio, we have nowadays very high demand. There are a lot of interesting projects are going, and then a lot of the business improvements are happening in the Ras Al Khaimah. So a lot of people coming on contract, and then from corporates they are bringing different consultants from many parts of the world. So for them there is a high demand for studio. And then 1 bedroom is very popular here, means whoever wants to take a break from their regular life from in other parts of the Emirate like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, they very frequently we have a high demand for 1 bedroom apartment as well. Otherwise bigger units also having very interesting thing. People are ready to spend money for their luxury, where it is kind of the properties with beach access, the property which has swimming pool, and then property near to mountains. These are all very interesting properties. And then as I said, Ras Al Khaimah is the beautiful part is it has different terrains, means you have connected, there are sand dunes, there are beaches, there are mountains, and then it caters to everyone's interest. That is the beautiful part of Ras Al Khaimah. How to register a property on holiday homes? Actually, Tourism and Development Authority, it is giving permission, even individual owners can host their property directly as a holiday home. And we are registered holiday homes vacation rental company, where we can take the properties, we can also host it. So the process is very simple. The Tourism and Development Authority of Ras Al Khaimah, they want Ras Al Khaimah to be #1 holiday destination. So they encourage even the homeowners also to list their property as holiday home. All the process begins with these steps. First, the owner has to have the property on their name, or the holiday home company which is going to take from the owner and then going to put it on a holiday home. They should have a strong agreement between the owner and holiday home company. As I said, the owner can also directly do, or the holiday homes company can do on the behalf of on behalf of owners. So the process starts with, first we need to get no objection certificate from the developer. Here we have many development authorities, Marjan, and then Minal Arab is governed by RAK Properties, Alhamra. So we need to get the first step, no objection certificate, immediately securing the no objection certificate, and then we can go to the Tourism Development Authority, and then in their form we can start registering. There are set of criterias to fulfill before the property put it on holiday home. The Tourism Development and Authority is giving a big checklist, detailed checklist, including the prayer mat, the direction of Qibla, and then spoons, spatulas, fridge, washing machine, each and everything in detail. So this checklist has to be completed, and then once we register in Tourism and Development Authority, and then they will schedule a appointment for inspection. The inspector will come and ensure that all the checklists are being fulfilled, the property looks good, and it is up to the standards of Ras Al Khaimah, where somebody can host that property. So if these criteria are fulfilled, then we get a certificate from a Tourism Development Authority that this property can be registered, and then in their portal it gets registered. What does it mean registering with the tourism apartment is whenever we are hosting some guest, we need to submit the details, which guest is coming, from which date to which date. We need to every month submit a report to TDA, how many guests have come, how many nights stayed, who stayed, what is their ID details. These all things we need to share, and then it attracts a destination fee and servicing fee, all these things. So every month we need to submit all these details to Tourism and Development Authority, and then we need to pay those fees. So we are like legally registered with Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development. By that means we can register this property in Airbnb, Booking.com, many other online travel agency platforms as much as possible, and then we need to record all the details. Why should we register with a company when the owner can do themselves? Yeah, it is a very interesting question. Thing is, managing a property is having lot of things we need to take care of it. As a company, we have we have maintenance team. Any small issue happens in the property, immediately we attend to it, and then we have a pricing team where we compare the market, we study what are the events going to happen in the Ras Al Khaimah, what are the upcoming holidays, what are the upcoming holidays in neighboring countries, people who are interested to come in Ras Al Khaimah. By considering all these things, there is a pricing team which works on right price. If we are putting a less price, we are making a loss for the owner. If we are putting too much high price, the guest will not show interest in the property. It's always we need to be on competition in the right time with right price, or else either we make a loss or either case we make loss. If you are putting less price, you are losing the opportunity. If you are putting too much high price, then you are not in the competition, and then you are not selling the property.